Hey, we are so excited, and error occurred on Facebook. I'm so sorry that Facebook's missing out on this. We are so excited that you're joining us for yet another Unleashing Kingdom Voices. Hey, I'm Theresa Croft. I am so glad you could join me because you know what we really talk about is helping you find your voice. Another term is win the war on your voice. That's what this podcast is all about. Got some great interviews lined up that'll continue this theme. But there's been a theme that's been heavy on my heart. I guess I scribbled a couple notes, but it has to do with empty nesters. Now, what's an empty nest? It usually means I think the age is like 40 to 60, maybe younger. When your kids leave the house, you've been raising them, you've been nurturing them, they've thrown up on you, and they've left the nest. I know that can be a very dramatic feeling. I'll never forget it. Anna had left, and she had left her, what was it? Her her pink tennis shoes in the dining room. And I used to get on her all the time. Anna, pick up your shoes. And so that day she was gone. And I just looked at those shoes. I said, I'm going to leave them there. I'm just going to leave them there and miss. But I remember that pain. You know, for some of you, this may not apply, but if it doesn't, listen in because I've got some keys that maybe you can put in the background, at least one or two that you'll definitely be able to remember. Empty nest. So you know, if you go on certain platforms, you can see the anguish that people go through. And I'm right there. So I'd like to give you, I'll give you 5 keys, but I want to focus on 2 of those 5. Because I think if you're swallowed up in sorrow over this, I think the stuck is just a limited time. Because I think, you got to feel. Feeling is healing. Don't stuff it. Joey and Billy are out of the house. For me, it's Anna and Billy. It's out of the house. I miss them. Right away. It's like the laundry. The laundry can be done sooner. Anyway, so I'm going to touch on these 4 tips, but I'm going to circle back to one of them. Tip number 1 is practice self-care. You know, you didn't get to rest, or you didn't know how to rest when you're a mom or a dad. Really practice that self-care. Invest in yourself. Woo, that's one I want to touch on. Focus on friends. Oh, yeah. You need to find the friends that will celebrate you and not just tolerate you. You know, if you got a toxic friends, you need to kick them out of your circle. Have an inner circle of people that, like, after you spend time with them, it's like this. When I spend time with those inner circle friends, it's like, I am known. I'm seen. I am enough. Those are the type of friends when you spend time with them over coffee or even over Zoom, and it's just like it just lights you up. And the one other one is know your kids as adults. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I only got 4. So we'll have to change that title when it comes to podcast. So I want to focus on 2 of them, and that's invest in yourself. And I'm very serious about this, that you can invest in yourself in a way where you may have a dream, but you didn't have time for it. Or you you want to invest in yourself to make some money so you can do what you want to do. Like, I want to invest in myself. I want to make money. Okay, it's not too late to make some money. That's why I'm so passionate about Daily Pay Revival, which I'll touch on that at the end. But yeah, invest in yourself in a mentorship. Like this past weekend, I just got home from Kim 10's event. Kim 10 stands for Kingdom Impact Message for 10 minutes, where you get certified, where you do a practice round and you get all this great advice from the coaches, and then you go on stage and they record you. And then they had an event the 3rd day, and it was so exciting to be invited to win a spot on that stage along with my other 2 roommates. I said, you guys, we have an anointed room. Anyway, besides the point. But each of us had to invest in ourselves. There was a 9-week online course that we went through that led up to the final day. I have brain music going on, and I'm going to go turn it off. Hold on. You know what? I get to do that. I don't care that I'm live. I'll edit this out, obviously, but you just got to know imperfect action is better than no action if you're doing a podcast. That might be something you want to do. Invest in yourself to learn to do a podcast. I think, you know what? I think one of the best investments you could do is learn AI, learn Chat GPT, invest in yourself. So it's like you have time now. You don't have to beckon to their call, even if you're at the end of the empty, the beginning of the emptiness, where they're the older teenagers and they can drive. Let me tell you, don't let turned off by me saying invest in yourself. This isn't about you signing up to any program. It's just the thought, if you can invest in yourself and you can find the real places to invest, like at the Speaker Academy, I'm with the Kingdom Alliance. I get to invest in myself in their mentoring and speaking and other things. And then there's a side to it where you can actually make money. I'm more interested in the investing and helping others there. And then the second one that I really want to address is focus on your friend, on your children as adults. The reason I'm so passionate about this is I broke my right hand. But before that, I asked my daughter if she'd come to this event and be my videographer. And it was really interesting. Yeah, we brought all our video, but she ministered to me so much. There was such a reconnection with her. Like I'd get up in the morning and she'd bring me coffee, and then she'd give me my Tylenol and my Motrin, not Motrin, ibuprofen. I was in a lot of pain. If she saw me right now, she'd say, "Where's your brace, Mom?" I get it. I go to an ortho this Friday, so we'll find out what's going on. But reconnect with your friends. Reconnect with your children. You know, one thing that I thought was really interesting as I thought about it, just the way we had fun. She got to meet some of my friends. She saw me in my element, speaking, Kingdom Alliance. What was really awesome was this reconnection of just being together. Like the first day she had to work and it was the practice day, and I said, "Well, let me just come back to the motel and we'll just hang out." We gelled together better than anyone. So while she's on the computer, we just gelled together. We just stayed together. We didn't have to have massive conversations. So you're reconnecting. And then the next couple of days, we're a whirl, on stage, off stage, getting nervous. "Mom, can I help you? Take videos. That's all I want." And it was just a bundle of fun. And then at the end of the fourth day, the event was over. It was a live Kim 10 event that was open to the public. It was like, after it was over, she's like, "Mom, can you and me just do something together?" And so we went down to a pier. We were in LA. We were actually in Manhattan Beach, California, and we were able to hang out together. We had lunch together and we laughed. I make her laugh just by being me. We went for a walk. We looked through shops. She got me ice cream. It was just one of those moments where you breathe in and you're like, she's 26 and I don't want to tell you how old I am. And we are reconnecting. You know what? I really believe that when you reconnect with your kids, I really believe there's something that happens. Two things. One, there's a release of your voice. Don't know how to explain it, but you get your voice back. Your voice may be tramped down by trauma. Might be tramped down by, maybe you just don't have a great marriage. Maybe tramped down by something that is just, it just has put a snap on your voice. It just choked your voice. I think as you get through the emptiness syndrome, I really believe it becomes a launch pad for you to really find your voice. And sometimes you have to find your voice in that first step in investing yourself. And I don't necessarily mean speaking. This is what your voice is. Whether you speak, whether you writing a book, whether you create, anything that's in that creative mode, whether you want to do this or you just want to be a good teacher. I think your voice is the unique expression of your identity, your values, and your experiences that can impact thousands. So the reclaiming of that voice is powerful. And as I spoke on stage, there is a war on your voice because there's someone who does not want you to speak, usually the enemy, because you're going to speak the kingdom of God. or as you learn to find your voice, you're going to make a greater impact on those around you. And I believe as you get over this syndrome called the empty nest syndrome, I think it's going to take all that emotions. Now listen, it's okay to feel. Feeling is healing. Don't stuff it. I'm the professional stuffer. And I really learned that, hey, feeling is healing. And then just to be able to enjoy your children when they're adults, okay? And maybe that's hard. Now, if that's hard and there's a problem there, I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. That hurts. That sucks. So I would just say, ask God for open doors, just to be kind, maybe you to serve them. I mean, I got served, totally blew me away, but maybe it's a time for you just to serve them and love them unconditionally. So unleashing kingdom voices on the aspect of finding your voice in your children again, not that like as adults. Okay, can I say that? And what's really neat? It's another thing. The second thing is, here you are in your dream. I'm in my dream speaking on stages, one of my many things I love to do. And my daughter comes into the picture. So look at this. My dream has my daughter now intertwined in that stage, that event, that epic moment. And so forever, that will be a part of her as she continues to grow, just as much as it's a major part of me. So do you see that? Maybe you have something that you really love and you just need to say to your older son or daughter, hey, why don't you come with me? No expectations. Maybe you just love the beach and you got a beach house, or you want to make a time for a condo. Just be there. Don't be, you shouldn't drink that. Don't be my daughter doesn't drink. Don't be just let them be them and you be you, and find a common middle ground. And I really believe that something will happen. I really believe that will be an aspect of you finding your voice. 22.5 million empty nesters in the United States. This has got to speak to someone. So if you are, okay, I'm going to take a right turn. If you are an empty nester and you got time and you kind of want to make a little more money, you got trips to go to, you want to do some things, you want to invest in yourself, but you want money to invest in yourself. That's what I'm really excited. I have a business partner, Alana Van Deventer, one of the best neurocycle facilitators in the country, because she's also in Canada. But we're teaming together, and the reason we call it Daily Pay Revival is because we believe you need to revive yourself mentally before you can even think of making money. The revival in your mind is just like so basic to being able to succeed in something like this program. This is real. 2 hours a day. All you need is a computer, ability to learn. We give you the blueprint and you take off. And it's like 2 hours a work day. I'm sitting down at another seminar, bing, bing, bing. Oh, there's $900. Thank you very much. But like I said, it's not just about the money with Alana and I, although we believe in this, making money. It's really about getting you in a place mentally where you can handle some crushes, to be able to, if you really realize it, and if this isn't for you, then that's fine. But you know what? Making money is fun. This is the key for us. We have money. We want to make money for visions, for dreams. She's got an amazing vision. I hope she'll break it down maybe. I have dreams of traveling and everywhere I go, impacting that area for the kingdom of God, to shift the atmospheres, to go visit my mom a little bit more. To be able to stay at home and just work what I like to do. This is not work for me, doing a podcast. dailypayrevival.com. I'll talk to you more about it. I just thought I would touch base on it here, where we're joining a crowd, a group that is consistently making money. They have a group where you can grow, lots of training. You don't have to, if you're looking for training, anything online, wow, this is the place. And it's really fun. I don't have the words to describe being able to feel like you're in your own lane. It's like the sweet spot. And when you get in that sweet spot, creativity flows naturally. And by the way, creativity is the best antidote to depression. You get to lose yourself from the stuff that wants to hold you back. And next thing you know, you're united with a group. You're united with Alana and myself, and you are working and making money, and you're finding it very enjoyable because now you have the freedom to do what you long to do. Some of you, it may be traveling for the sake of traveling. I love to travel just to visit my friends. I mean, I got some in Australia. I got some in Vancouver, BC, Idaho. My mom's in Washington State, some in Texas. It's just like, and some in San Diego. It's just awesome to be able to have that freedom and to make the money at 2 hours a workday. And even if you have a job, like I have a job, very part-time job. I talk on the radio. After 18 years, the station I used to work for hired me. Victory 91.5, the sound of revival. Daily Pay Revival. I had that name before they hired me back. So for just a few hours a week, I go in and I'm on the radio. It's just quite fun because it has to do with your voice. So listen, maybe you don't realize it, but maybe the empty nest syndrome has affected your voice. I want you to win the war on your voice. And this may be one small key mentally that helps you overcome the things, doubt, the things that are just anxiety, depression, the things that you're battling every single day. When you find something and all of a sudden it unlocks your lips, you can realize this is the real deal. So I only want to give you the real deal. And we'll be talking more on the Unleashing Kingdom Voices podcast about it. We've got some great interviews coming up. So I can't wait to share more. Stay tuned. And hey, let's do it together. dailypayrevival.com. Have any questions, just DM me at Instagram at Theresa Croft. All right. So awesome to spend time with you. I'll talk to you, in the next podcast.